Let's bring in Republican Tennessee Senator Marsha Blackburn. She visited Taiwan just last week and met with their president. Welcome to you, Senator. Thanks for joining us today. First of all, what spurred this surprise visit on your part?
Oh, Sandra, I had been working on a trip to Taiwan for some months and had delayed it earlier in the year. And this worked out to be the good time to go. It wasn't my first visit to Taiwan. And I think that as we oppose the aggression of the Chinese Communist Party, it is very important for us to be in Taiwan. It's important for us to visit those Pacific Island nations, and indeed on a bipartisan basis, some of us have met with the ambassadors of those nations and have worked on issues, how we support them and how we help them so that they are able to defend themselves against the Chinese Communist Party.
Really interesting. Senator, you on their soil called Taiwan an independent nation. This obviously counters decades of what we have seen in this country as delicate political terminology. Do you fear that this could further upset China and cause further retaliation on their part against us?
Oh, you know, Sandra, quite the opposite. I think the more we recognize Taiwan's independence and the fact that they share our values of democracy and freedom, it makes it harder for China to go in and try to say we're going to overtake Taiwan. The Taiwanese people consider themselves to be independent. They have a founder of the country, a constitution, a president, a military. They have trade deals, and they are indeed China's largest trading partner. So I do believe that it is important that we support Taiwan as they seek to be independent of China and as they seek to have more partners around the globe.
I'm just curious your strategy, though, for balancing further retaliation from China when you've got the Chinese Foreign Ministry responding to all this with this statement. China once again urges the U.S. to stop hollowing out and distorting the one China principle, abide by the basic norms of international relations, and don't be a troublemaker for peace and stability across the Taiwan Strait. How do you respond, Senator?
The United States of America should never allow the Chinese Communist Party to set our foreign policy. We ought not to do that. And just as we should not allow any of the axis of evil, China, Russia, Iran, North Korea, to make those decisions or to try to negotiate in our stead, as Russia is doing with the U.S. over the Iran nuclear agreement. And Sandra, I think that that is just a dangerous step for us. And we strengthen Taiwan when we recognize their resolve and their commitment to freedom.
Can I get a final thought from you on that, on the moving forward of this White House with the new Iran nuclear deal? A lot of Republicans are speaking out against this. Apparently, some of our biggest friends, those that have to deal with this Iran threat every day, say that the president is not taking phone calls before agreeing to this deal. Where do you stand on this? What do we need to know, Senator?
What we need to know is that the president should be talking to Israel. We all know that if Iran were to create a nuclear warhead, what are they going to do? They're going to try to destroy Israel. And we should be listening to them. We should be sharing their concerns. The axis of evil does not wish us well. And China wants to go in, dominate globally by 2050. Let's recognize this. Let's realize that these people are adversaries. Our allies need to know that they are our ally and friend. Our adversaries need to fear us, and that should be our posture.
All right, Senator, appreciate your time today. Thank you very much for joining us.
Thank you.
Okay.